Power within an organization is derived from several different sources. There are those that have an individual base and then those that have a structural base. They can be used separately or together by leaders to help improve organizational processes and performances. Quite often, they are mutually dependent and when wielded properly can lead to positive outcomes. One individual source is coercive power, which involves a subordinate complying with a threat, be it real or perceived, to avoid punishment. The strength of this power is dependent on the subordinate's perception of the validity of the perceived threat. Reward power, to me, is the opposite of coercive power. The employee complies in order to obtain rewards. Reward power depends on the leader being able to deliver on those rewards that have been offered. Expert power is derived from the employee belief that the leader has special knowledge about the most effective ways to do something. Its strength is dependent on the employee's perceived understanding of the volume and quality of the leader's knowledge. Referent power refers to when an employee complies with the leadership because they admire or identify with the leader. And then the final individual base is legitimate power, which derives its power from the authority of the leader and the understanding by the employee of the organization's hierarchy. Structural power draws its power from the organization itself. Resource power is the control of the company's resources and the ability to restrict the usage of those by the subordinates. Decision power is derived from the supervisor's role within the organization's hierarchy. It's simply the ability of leaders to make decisions and then not disseminate that power to the subordinates. Information power is the ability of leaders to control information that is given to the group. The positive impacts on an organization when its members exercise power and play political games within Mintzberg's political game framework are first to me sponsorship. This is when an employee seeks guidance from a leader. I personally use this when I sought out guidance from my associate administrator to mentor me and have monthly meetings with me regarding his role and what his job entailed. I also think that alliance building is a positive power play when a leader uses it to develop best practices with the other members of his organization. I also feel that whistleblowing, when used effectively, is a positive power play. Whistleblowing is when a member of an organization discloses illegal or immoral practices of their employer to an organization that can act on it. This disclosure only happens because of a grave injustice that is occurring within the organization that has not been resolved by the appropriate channels within the company first.